getting a job, living on my own.
Why do you object to everything I do? I'm the only one who isn't related to you by blood.
I can't stay here.
Don't you think your older sister really wants you to leave?
Of course not. Hey, let me ask you something.
Why don't you understand?
Her eyes were so serious, it was scary.
But I felt like there was a hint of pain in her voice.
My heart was pounding. I'm
Kanzaki Mei. It was the spring of my second year of elementary school. My mother remarried.
Mei-chan. Let me
introduce you. My daughter Nori and my son Kaya.
They're both in junior high school. You must be
happy to have a big sister and a big brother.
Mei. Yes. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. I understand that I have a new father, a big sister, and a big brother, but I don't really know how to interact with them.
I think they feel the same way, and since my mother seemed happy, I thought I'd do my best here too. But
that happiness didn't last long.
My mother was in a traffic accident. It was so sudden that I couldn't understand what had happened.
I wonder what will happen to her in the future. She's still
young. Poor thing.
Her mother died.
And she doesn't have a real father.
I've seen things like this on TV. I'm sure she'll be abandoned.
I'm overcome with sadness and fear of the future.
Mei-chan, this is all so sudden that it's hard to express my feelings. But remember one thing. Even though we're not related by blood, I still think of you as my precious daughter, and I will never touch you. So let's continue living together as a family. The man who recently became my father said this and hugged me gently. Those words made me feel relieved. It made me feel like I could stay here. But life after that wasn't as easy as I thought. My father was busy with work and didn't have much time at home. So naturally, I ended up spending more time with my older sister and brother.
Why are you hanging around in front of my room?
Oh, I was just passing by on my way to work. You're annoying. Sorry. My older brother is always like this. I think it was partly because he was rebelling, but he was especially cold to me. On the other hand, my older sister is like, what's that? There's something I don't understand about my homework? You don't even understand that? Are you okay? Kazuya, shut up. What don't you understand? There aren't many of them, but they help me when I'm in trouble. When I say I want to help with the housework, they don't show any annoyance and teach me slowly. But they don't laugh with me. Even as a child, I can tell that there's a line drawn somewhere. Even when we sit at the same table, I wonder if I'm used to this family. I wonder that. Even though we're under the same roof, I'm the only one hanging out, but I don't know how to express that loneliness. And I just can't fit in. Then the days went by, and I became a middle school student. I'm home. Oh, welcome back. You're late. It was our reunion. You must be
Hungry. I'll have this. I saw it at the convenience store and thought May would like it.
Oh, thank you. In the past, my older brother seemed uninterested when I talked to him, but these days his cold rebelliousness has disappeared, and he has recently started to talk to me more attentively. Mai, let's go out together next Hole. Oh, is that okay? I'm happy.
Oh, go ahead and think of a date plan. For someone like me who felt like I had no
Place in the house, this change was honestly a welcome change. But Kazuya, do you think you have time to play around? You're a college entrance exam student, so stay. You'll fail college. I knew that my older sister didn't like us. She got upset when my older brother tried to be friendly with me. I didn't understand why. A few more years passed, and as a high school student, I gradually began to think about my future. It was around this time that I secretly started working part-time. If I saved 30,000 yen a month, I could manage to make 700,000 yen in 2 years. I couldn't keep relying on my non-blood related family forever. That's why I gradually saved up money to live on my own. Then one day, a survey form for new directions was handed out at school. I chose to get a job without hesitation. College is too expensive, and I need to start working and become independent as soon as possible. But that night, I showed my father the questionnaire because I needed a guardian's signature, and he said, I got a job. You didn't think about college? Yes.
May has good grades, so there are plenty of colleges she could go to.
If you're worried about tuition fees, that's fine.
But I want to get a job as soon as possible, so May go to college. It's better for you to have more options too. Knowledge and education will surely protect you.
Yes. Don't be shy.
We're family.
I didn't expect both of them to.
Object. Especially my older sister, who must secretly dislike me for not being her real sister. Why? Because I never understood what my family was thinking, even after living with them for so many years. In the end, I decided to go to college, but I would leave home after graduating from high school. That much was decided. It's not that I hate this house. In fact, I'm grateful. But I still feel like I'm not real family, so I started looking for a place to live little by little. But one day, May, what's this? In her hand, she was holding a DM from a real estate company. Why did I receive something like this under May's name? Are you thinking of living on your own after graduating from high school? I've been found out. I turned a blind eye to the part-time job, but living on your own is not okay. You already decided to go to college somewhere you can commute to from home, right? Older sister insisted, making sure I didn't say no. Hearing her voice, everything I'd been holding back came flooding out. Getting a job, living on my own. Why do you object to everything I do? I'm the only one who's not related to you by blood. I can't stay here forever. Don't you really want me to leave too? Of course not. I was out of breath. I didn't want to cry, but my eyes were starting to tear up. My older sister just stared at me. Why don't you understand? Huh? Her eyes were so serious that it was scary, but I felt like there was a hint of pain in her voice. Anyway, living on your own isn't okay yet. Big sister, cool down for a bit. With that, she left the room. Even if you ask me why I don't understand, you're the one who's building the wall. For a few days after that, there was an awkward atmosphere between my older sister and me. Good morning. Before, she would have greeted me back, even if she didn't smile. Maybe I was being too mad. But even without getting so angry, a few days passed with me feeling uneasy. Then one day, as I passed by the sink, I saw my older brother sitting on his back and touching something. Big brother. I was scared. What are you doing, Micah? It's nothing special. I was.
Just changing the light bulb because it was about to burn out.
I see. My older brother left the house saying he was going to a drinking party, but I still felt something was off. I returned to the living room, shaking my head, and my older sister, who was preparing dinner, stopped me and asked, "What's wrong?" It had been a while since someone had spoken to me like this. Oh yeah. I was a little worried because I saw my older brother rummaging around in the sink. The moment I said that, my older sister's hand stopped. He was touching around there. Around the shelf. My older sister put down the chrysanthemums, rice, and knife and quickly headed for the bathroom. Then, with a scared look on her face, she started checking the shelves. Oh, what was it? There was a small black machine in my older sister's hand. It was a small camera about the size of my phone. What is this? What's going on? My mind went blank. My older sister stroked my back as if to lick me. May, wait in the living room for a moment. I'll go right after I check Kaya's room. Her voice was quiet, but there was a strength that made me say no. As I waited with my mind still in confusion, my older sister returned. She had the machine from earlier in her hand and some papers with the delivery note for the small camera that was in that guy's room.
I bought it online, so why would you do something stupid like that?
Why would you put a camera in the bathroom, big brother?
Calm down and listen. Kaya doesn't see May as her little sister.
She sees her as a girl, as a member of the opposite sex.
I realized this when May became a middle school student.
She suddenly became close to me. I thought he was suspicious from that time, but I never imagined it would escalate in such a twisted direction.
There were a few times when I tried to look at May's smartphone without her noticing. I didn't.
No, I didn't want her to.
No.
I didn't want her to be scared. My
older sister sighed, not hiding her distress. That's why I was against her living alone.
I didn't know what Kazuyo would do if May lived alone, so if we lived together, I could at least keep an eye on her. Then I suddenly had an idea.
The place where my older sister got a job is a little inconvenient for transportation from here, but the reason she didn't leave the house was to protect me.
When I quietly arrived, my older sister smiled for the first time, looking pained.
I had always thought she was cold. Like, she didn't accept me as a sister or as a family member, but that wasn't the case.
My older sister had been protecting me all this time, without me knowing.
Then my older sister and I took the camera as evidence and went to talk to our father when he came home. As he listened to my older sister's story, his face grew increasingly stern. At that moment, I was home. My brother came home from a drinking party. Come on.
Kaze,
Oh, what's wrong?
I'm already sleepy.
What's going on here?
Explain.
Oh, and I've heard about your behavior up until now.
You can't make excuses. My brother was looking around, trying to find some excuse, but after a while, he gave me a defiant sigh and sighed. You just fell in.
Love with her. We're not blood related.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Don't mess with me. May is family.
But shut up.
Do you realize what you've done? Your feelings go beyond the act. They're an abnormal obsession. How dare you direct something like that at your sister? How scared do you think May must have been? Get out of here.
Today,
Told you to get out of this house. Don't ever go near Maine or Mori again.
If you do, I'll call the police and contact the company you've been offered a job at.
I just got a job.
that's all you did.
My father's eyes were more serious than I'd ever seen them before.
My brother seemed like he wanted to say something for a while, but eventually he packed his things and left without saying a word.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Dad. Big sister. It's
Not your fault, May. I'm sorry for scaring you.
But it's not my fault that you broke up our family. That's not right. He did something unreasonable.
That's why I left.
That's all.
Am I even allowed to stay in this house?
Of course.
But I'm also responsible for thinking that way.
You see, the reason I kept my distance from May was because I thought that if we got too close, it would be hard to part ways someday. And I thought that if we went our separate ways, the more deeply I got involved, the more May would be hurt. When she said that, I finally understood the meaning of the wall I had always felt. It wasn't rejection. When I think back on it, I see my big sister trying her best to do something for me.
We never laughed together, but she always helped me.
Even after my mother passed away, I wasn't afraid to sleep at night because I had you.
Big sister, thank you for everything. I love you.
With a trembling voice, I express my gratitude with all my heart.
I love you too.
May has always been my cute little sister. That day, we laughed together for the first time, while crying.
Time has passed since then.
Today, I am getting married to the man I truly love. Sitting side by side in the front row are my father and older sister. My father burst into tears without even looking at me. My older sister's eyes were red too. She was desperately trying to hide it, but she couldn't hold it in at all. I never thought the day would come when my older sister would make a face like this. Here is a letter from May, the new father, to her family. Thank you for coming today. Let me tell you a little story. I lost my mother when I was little. I felt like I didn't belong in a family that wasn't related to me by blood, and all I could think about was how I had to become independent as soon as possible. But that wasn't the case. They always protected me. The family that my mother brought me together is still my treasure. I want to emulate the warmth of my mother, the kindness of my father, and the strength of my older sister, and walk with ice on from now on. When we went outside after the ceremony, the sky was clear and blue. It was a wonderful wedding. Thank you. My older sister and father were crying a lot. I smiled and gently held my sister's hand. My sister held it back without saying a word. Let's.
Take a picture of the two of us.
We're not related by blood. But that didn't matter for a long time. Isn't this a wonderful family? Yes. They're the best family in the world. Soft light shines through. It's as if our mother is smiling and saying congratulations. Rin's love is so deep that I started crying. Even so, Kazuya's actions gave me the chills. If there are any scenes that left an impression on you, please let me know.